Long ago, in a peaceful kingdom surrounded by deep forests and silver rivers, a king and queen lived in a grand castle. They ruled wisely and their people loved them, but they had one great sadness. They had no child. Years passed. Every birthday, the king wished for a child. Every prayer from the queen carried the same hope.
We present to you our daughter, Princess Aurora. May she bring joy to the kingdom.
Then, one bright morning, bells rang from the tallest towers. The queen had given birth to a beautiful baby girl. Joy swept through the kingdom.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on a spindle.
Messengers rode across the land, inviting friends, nobles, and wise women to celebrate. The king declared, "This child will be our hope. She shall grow surrounded by kindness."
We promise to protect her with our lives.
But she cannot stay here, your majesties. It is the only way.
We will...
The castle filled with music and laughter. Long tables sparkled with silver plates. Children danced. The queen held her daughter gently while the king smiled proudly beside her. 12 wise women, protectors of ancient magic, arrived to bless the child. Each brought a gift, not of gold, but of virtues. One stepped forward. Wise woman number 1. I bless the princess with kindness. Wherever she goes, hearts will feel comfort near her. Another came. Wise woman number 2. I bless her with grace, so her presence will bring peace. And one by one, the blessings continued. Beauty, wisdom, a gentle voice, a brave heart, compassion, patience, joy, cleverness, hope, and courage. Only one wise woman had not yet spoken when the great hall suddenly grew cold. The candles flickered. The doors burst open.
Come and dance with me in the sunlight, where the flowers grow and the birds...
A forgotten 13th wise woman, one who had not been invited, stepped inside. Her cloak trailed like shadow across the floor, and anger burned in her eyes. An invited wise woman, so a grand celebration. And not a single invitation for me. The king tried to apologize, explaining that they had only 12 golden plates and thought she would not care.
Tra-la-la, how I love to dance among the flowers and the trees.
But her pride had been wounded. She lifted her staff. On the princess's 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger
The princess has touched the spindle.
on a spindle and fall into a sleep as deep as death. Gasps filled the room. Then she vanished in smoke and storm. The queen held her child close, trembling. The final wise woman, who had not yet spoken, stepped forward, calm but determined. Her spell cannot be undone, but it can be softened. The princess will not die. Instead, she will fall into a long, enchanted sleep until love and compassion awaken her. The king ordered every spindle wheel.
It's almost sundown on the 16th birthday.
What if she finds out before then?
We have to tell her about the curse before it's too late.
Oh dear, faster, faster.
I'm wondering, la la la, about my lovely day. I wonder why each lonely day. I wonder just where you are, my love. Though my heart keeps singing of a love that's yet to be.
And spinning tool in the kingdom destroyed. Fires burned day and night. Still, the wise woman warned quietly, magic has many rules.
Pink. It's the only suitable color for a princess.
Nonsense! Blue is clearly superior!
Girls, please, you're causing a scene.
And so the princess grew, watched carefully yet loved freely. The girl named Aurora.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Though many simply called her the Sleeping Promise, grew kind and curious. She loved exploring gardens, listening to birds, and asking questions no one expected a child to ask. Why do stars shine? Why does kindness make people stronger? How can I help? Everyone who met her felt lighter afterward. Years flowed gently. The king and queen grew hopeful. Perhaps the curse would fade with time. But the wise women remembered and watched. The sun rose on the day of her 16th birthday, warm, calm, and golden.
My heart is singing like the birds, too full of joy for sin.
The castle was decorated again with ribbons and flowers. Laughter echoed through the halls. Aurora wandered away from the celebration, exploring an old tower she had never seen open before. A narrow staircase wound upward into shadows.
Hello there, child. What a beautiful voice you have. Come, look what I have found.
There you are, my sweet. Don't be afraid. I only wish to show you the wonders hidden within this wood.
The sunlight here is just beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, child. We're almost to the clearing.
At the top, a small room glowed faintly. Inside sat an old woman at a spinning wheel. The thread shimmered like starlight. Aurora had never seen such a thing. May I try? She asked, curious.
Aurora! Princess Aurora! Where are you? Oh dear, this is awful. Where could she have gone?
The old woman nodded slowly. Aurora reached forward. A sharp prick, a soft gasp, the spindle fell. And the princess collapsed gently onto a nearby bed, as if the room itself had waited for her. The curse swept through the kingdom like a sigh. The king and queen felt drowsiness tug at their eyelids. Servants paused mid-task.
A slumber deep, unbroken.
Musicians lowered their instruments. Every person in the castle, and then beyond its walls, drifted into slumber.
Don't be afraid, dearie. Just a touch. It's really quite beautiful.
Even the horses in the stables bowed their heads. Even the birds rested upon branches. Vines crawled up the castle walls, thick and thorned, circling stone towers like green serpents. Time slowed, then folded into silence.
Sleep now, child. Dream your life away.
Only the wind remembered the story and whispered it onward. Generations came and went. Children were raised on legends of a sleeping kingdom hidden behind impassable thorns, guarded, some said, by magic itself. Knights tried to push through, but the vines twisted them back. Others turned away, frightened, but the story lived. And one day, it reached a thoughtful young prince from a distant land. He was not interested in glory or treasure.
The princess sleeps. My victory is finally complete.
Aurora! Princess Aurora, where are you? Oh dear, where could she be? This is all my fault. Blast it! I can't find her anywhere.
He had grown up hearing that true bravery was not the swing of a sword, but the willingness to help where others had given up. When he heard of the enchanted kingdom, his curiosity stirred, not out of pride, but compassion. If there is someone still waiting, he said softly, then I must at least try. As the prince approached the forest, the thorns shifted. Where others had found walls, he found paths opening, as though the vines wanted someone gentle enough to pass.
Oh, you horrid thing! How could we let this happen?
We will place Princess Aurora in the highest tower, ensuring her safety until true love's kiss.
He walked slowly, carefully moving branches aside, never tearing them. At last, the silent castle rose before him, breathtaking and mysterious. Inside, dust floated like tiny stars. Sleeping figures lay frozen in peaceful dreams. The prince moved quietly, honoring their stillness, up winding stairs, through quiet halls, and finally, to a room where sunlight pulled gently across a bed. There she lay, the princess, unchanged by time, peaceful as if resting beneath the hush of centuries. He did not stand as a conqueror. He stood as a guest, humbled and thoughtful. He knelt beside her. At that same moment, the kingdom stirred. Cooks blinked at pots they had been stirring years before. Guards yawned on towers. The king and queen sat upright, hearts racing, and tears filled their eyes when they heard footsteps. Aurora rushed into their arms. Outside, the thorns shrank away, curling into harmless vines. Birds burst into song, as though finishing a melody long delayed. The wise women reappeared, smiling quietly. Not all curses fade. Some are simply waded through with courage, faith, and love. The king welcomed the prince with gratitude, not because of royalty, but because he had chosen compassion over fear. When the princess awoke, the world did not burst into celebration all at once. It breathed first, a quiet, trembling breath, like spring breaking through winter. The cooks blinked at the pots that had been simmering for decades, unsure whether to laugh or cry. Gardeners stepped outside and found vines tangled through every path. Their old tools rusted beside them. Children, who had fallen asleep still holding toys, now looked around with wide eyes, trying to understand how they had suddenly grown taller in their dreams. Everywhere, people touched walls, doors, and each other, testing the miracle. The castle bells began to ring, slow at first, then strong and joyful. Their echoes rolled across hills and valleys like a promise returning home. The king and queen rushed down the marble steps, robes fluttering. When Aurora appeared at the end of the hall, they stopped, stunned, afraid that if they moved too quickly, the moment would vanish. Then they ran to her. The queen's tears soaked Aurora's shoulder as she whispered, "My child, my brave, beautiful child."
Flora, fauna, Merryweather.
Oh, darling, we missed you so.
We are so relieved.
The king struggled to speak. His hands trembled as he cupped his daughter's face, as though relearning it. "You're here," he said finally. "You're truly here." Word spread beyond the castle. Farmers left their fields to see the once silent towers shimmering with life. Merchants reopened dusty shutters. Laughter, rusty with tissues, found its way into streets again. Yet awakening did not erase everything. There were broken bridges to mend, cracked wells to repair, and memories that felt scattered like leaves after a storm. Aurora noticed this. As the days passed, she walked among the people, not like someone above them, but like someone returning to a family. She sat with elders who had woken confused. She helped children plant new flowers. She listened, really listened, when people spoke of fears, dreams, and the strange ache of lost time. Her presence steadied them. The prince stayed a while, too, not as a hero demanding credit, but as a guest who offered his hands where needed. Together, he and Aurora cleared thorns from roads and rebuilt doors swallowed by
I
vines.
knew you would come for me, and I will never leave your...
They talked long into the evenings about kindness and responsibility, about making sure no one felt forgotten again. The wise women visited once more. They walked through the marketplace, smiling at bakeries reopening and musicians practicing again. Magic ends, one of them said softly, watching Aurora teach children how to tend young trees. But souls learned from it.
Joy to the kingdom, a love eternal shines brightly today.
The king, humbled by everything that had happened, ruled with a softer heart. He invited farmers, builders, teachers,
With this ring I thee wed, I promise to be your faithful husband.
And I promise to stand by you always, my love.
And healers into his council, learning that a kingdom grows not from commands, but from voices working together. Festivals returned, lanterns glowing like stars along the streets. Music floated over rooftops at night, not loud or grand, but warm, the kind of music people hum while cooking, walking, or dreaming. The thorns that once trapped the kingdom were woven into the walls of a new garden, where roses bloomed as reminders. Danger may surround us, but it doesn't have to define us. In time, the prince and princess discovered that what they admired most in each other was not magic or royalty, but courage, the quiet, steady kind that chooses love over fear. Their friendship deepened, naturally and honestly, until one day they realized their futures had gently braided together. And so life returned, not suddenly, not perfectly, but beautifully with patience, forgiveness, and hope growing where the thorns had once stood. The kingdom flourished not because the curse had ended, but because the people chose to live differently after it. And for generations, parents told their children, remember, even long sleep can awaken into brighter days if we face the world with kindness. Life slowly returned to the kingdom, people laughed again, flowers bloomed, and hope filled every street. Aurora and the prince grew close, not because of magic, but because they trusted and cared for each other. The king and queen ruled more wisely, grateful for every new day. And so the kingdom learned an important truth. Even after the longest sleep, kindness can wake the world again. The end.